Wukong says, subscribe to Dr. P for a cookie. How's it going, guys? I'm Dr. P and welcome back today for yet another Fortnite Battle Royale video. Now in today's video I want to show you guys something that's brand new in the game that gives us quite a bit of clarity as to what could be happening in the future for Season 4, and the lore is a little bit more clear now. So if you enjoyed the video, and I know you guys have been loving the videos where I talk about the Fortnite story and the lore, I'd really appreciate if you could drop a like. Takes half a second. Also, if you're brand new, make sure you go ahead and tap that big red subscribe button and help me get closer and closer to my 300k goal. We're getting close and I'd really appreciate it. Every sub really does make a big difference. So with that said, guys, let's go ahead and get straight into it. So previously, I've talked about the secret bunker in Wailing Woods, what it might mean, and everything like that. I'm sure you guys know about it. There's basically a bunker in Wailing Woods. It's indestructible and nobody can actually get in until now. Now, I'm sure you're curious as to why I landed at the racetrack and I'm pushing this shopping cart a really long way. Well, if you want to get inside the bunker, you actually have to have a shopping cart and you have to have a few materials. So the best way to do it is to land at the racetrack where shopping carts are all but guaranteed to spawn, and then push it all the way to the bunker in Wailing Woods. Once you get there, all you have to do is place 3 walls around the edge of it and then beat down the walls, and once you do, you will actually be able to break a part of the bunker open, and that's the first step to getting inside. Once you've actually glitched it out, you'll know you've done it right when you actually see a bit of the bunker disappear after you destroy the 3rd wall. What you have to do then is build a ramp up the hill right beside it, a pretty high ramp, one that's going to give you a pretty good amount of speed coming down. Then take your shopping cart to the top and then go all the way down. Make sure you're hitting your boost every now and then, get full speed, and if you hit it from just the right angle, you will be able to go right inside of the bunker, which is awesome. This is the first time that anyone has been able to actually break inside of it in-game, which is obviously a good sign. Now, there actually are a couple of things I noticed about the bunker inside, as well as some other things around the map I want to share with you, and I think it makes a pretty big difference. So, number one, you can actually build stuff down here, but unfortunately, you cannot build back up. Now, I actually wasn't able to build in this game because I didn't have any materials, but I did actually go back in a different game off screen, and I was able to build a good bit up, but I wasn't able to get all the way out, so that's a bummer. If you were able to get out, that would be unbelievably overpowered, and people could just hide down here, you know what I mean? Straight up hide down here, which would be kind of bad, so I'm kind of glad it's like that for now. Number two, I did not know this, but you guys actually helped me out on Twitter. I had a ton of you guys tweet me and inform me about this, so I took it upon myself to go into the game and go around and show it off. So what I'm talking about is there are a number of other bunkers in the game that you can actually go into that you've been able to go into for quite some time now, and it's actually just a normal part of the game. There are chests and loot down there, and the crazy thing is, a number of these bunkers actually have the same exact writing that the secret bunker on the side has. I did not know this existed, I guess mostly because nobody goes back here and looks at this in game, and you can really only see it when you're in theater mode, so I guess that's kind of why, but definitely it's very, very intriguing, and I have a very big question, a burning question on my mind when I look at this and think of this, and that is, did this writing exist before the secret bunker was added? Because that is something that I am very curious to know. If it did, then obviously it foreshadowed the secret bunker, and anything that's about to happen was, you know, trying to be told to us a long time ago by Epic. But if it wasn't, then who knows what's going on? I honestly think, you know, based on the fact that these other bunkers that have the exact same writing on them, you're able to go into them, you're able to go down into the bunker, you know, unlike the secret one, which you can glitch into now, but you're not supposed to be able to. I think these all link up somehow, and this, guys, I think is the beginning signs of a tunnel system in the game. I can't think of anything else that would be more realistic. If you think about it, these all have the same exact markings on the back. It seems like they could all be possible exit points from an underground tunnel, possible exit or entry points. Who knows? I'm really excited to see what's going on. In yesterday's video, I talked to you guys about the Flytrap villain, who is essentially some kind of a plant growing guy. That's what we think he is. We think his superpower is, you know, the ability to grow plants or something along those lines, because if you look at him, it looks like he's growing vines or some kind of roots along his arm. And that's where it kind of ties in with the tunnel system. There have been vines sprouting across the map, which we think is related to Flytrap. Obviously, his name is Flytrap, and there is a plant called the Venus Flytrap, which is kind of like a predator plant. It just chomps down on insects that come by. But I'm thinking, if Epic is evolving the map with every update, and these vines mean something and they continue to grow, and then there's an underground tunnel system, I'm thinking maybe, you know, I'm obviously just putting stuff out there, but I think it could be very possible that these roots that are growing, you know, from the vines could reach down under into the tunnel system and be a factor. Who knows what this guy's capable of? Maybe the roots can start flailing underground, and maybe they can attack players and damage players when they run by. Just a thought. I think it's definitely worth talking about. Very, very curious to see what you guys have to say. Make sure you drop all your opinions and feedback in the comment section down below. And if you have anything you want to share with me on Twitter regarding Fortnite's story and the lore, or anything I've talked about, make sure you hit me up on Twitter. It's just like my YouTube username with no space. But with that said, guys, hopefully you have a great day, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.